Hello everyone! Kumusta kayo? Welcome to our Grade 10 Science Lessons. And I am your teacher, Sir Bonmar de la Cruz. I hope that you are staying healthy while having a productive day. Our topic for today is all about biodiversity and stability. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to explain how species diversity increases the probability of adaptation and survival of organisms in changing environment. Let's get started. In our last lesson, you have learned how evolution through natural selection can result in biodiversity. Now, you will learn how biodiversity can influence the stability of an ecosystem. Biodiversity describes how varied their life forms in different ecosystems. Learners, which area do you think has high biodiversity? Is it rainforest or a rice field? Correct. The answer is rainforests. Always remember that an ecosystem with high biodiversity has various species of organisms, while an ecosystem with low biodiversity does not have various species of organisms. Now, learners, kindly classify the following into a low or high biodiversity. First, we have the cattle farm. Correct. It's low biodiversity. Next, ocean. Right. It's high biodiversity. And for the last one, we have a cornfield. It's low biodiversity. Very good, students. Tama ang inyong mga kasagutan. Ngayon at nalaman nyo na ang pagkakaiba ng low at high biodiversity, tandaan na ang mga organismo ay bahagi ng biodiversity at ito ay maaaring economically at ecologically valuable. Ang mga organismong ito ay mahalaga upang mapanatiling balanse ang ating ecosystem habang ginagampanan nila ang kanilang mga tungkulin. Now, let us study the value of species and its categories. Kapag sinabing value, ang ibig daw sabihin nun ay halaga. Sana all may halaga. Charing! Siyempre, number one is the direct economic value. Species are sources of the basic needs of humans such as food, clothing, shelter, medicine, and energy. Halimbawa, ang rice plant, ito ay pangunahing pagkain nating mga Pilipino o tinatawag sa Tagalog na staple food. Next is cotton or bulak. Ginagawa naman natin itong mga damit. Ang pangatlo ay ang lagundi. Pamilyar na kayo dito. Ito yung ginagawang gamot sa ubo. At ang pinakahuli, ang rose periwinkle or tinatawag sa Tagalog na chichirika. Ayon sa pag-aaral, tinatawag ito na life-saving plant. Ang chichirika ay considered as a valuable medicine but it is also extremely poisonous. Ang next ay indirect economic value. A species has an indirect economic value if their benefits produced by the organisms without using them. Yung tipong nandun siya pero minsan di mo nakikita yung palagay niya. Ito ang mga organismo na hindi natin na-utilize or nagagamit. Ngunit, mahalaga ang ginagampanan nito sa ating environment. Example, planting trees to reduce flood, prevent landslide, and soil erosion. It also absorbs carbon dioxide in the air, which is essential for the photosynthesis. And for the last one, we have the aesthetic value. Lots of species provides visual and artistic enjoyment. Halimbawa dito ay yung forested landscapes, natural farms, o kaya naman yung mga prayer mountains na ginagawang lugar for spiritual meditations. At ayan ang various categories ng value of species. Now, why biodiversity is very important? It is because it sustains through flow of energy, the food web on Earth, and it contributes to environmental stability. What is stability? It is the resilience to withstand changes that may occur in the environment. Always remember that greater diversity is tantamount or equal to greater stability. Kapag mataas ang diversity, mataas din ang stability o katatagan ng ecosystem na mapaglabanan ang mga nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran. Now, let us focus on the ups and downs of population growth. Ano nga ba ang population? Population is a group of organisms of the same species that live in a certain area. Halimbawa natin ay yung mga clownfish, yung coconut plantation, at yung mga zebra. They are same species in a particular area. Are you familiar with ecologists? Ecologists are expert in ecology. At kapag sinabi natin ecology, ang ecology is the study of organisms with respect to their dwelling place. Sila ang nagmo-monitor sa bilang ng organismo sa isang population. Pero, bakit kaya nila ito ginagawa? Bakit natin kailangang alagaan kung ang bilang ng organismo sa isang lugar ay bumababa o tumataas? Why is a population size increasing or decreasing? Populations that are growing or diminishing can be an indicator of potential problems in the organism's environment. At ang ganitong kondisyon ay nakakaalarma sa mga ecologists dahil posible na may maling nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran. Maraming factors bakit nagbabago ang size ng population. Any population, whether it be that of humans, animals, the molds growing on bread, or the bacteria living in our intestines, will grow if more organisms are being developed or born than on dying. Birth rate or natality refers to the numbers of births in a population, while death rate or mortality refers to the number of organisms that are dying in a population. Class, if the birth rate is greater than the death rate, a population will grow or increase. On the other hand, if the death rate is greater than the birth rate, then the population will decrease. What is population density? It refers to the numbers of organisms per unit area. If the population density is very high, it means there are many organisms crowded into a certain area. At kapag mababa naman ang population density, ibig sabihin nun ay kaunti lamang ang mga organismong nakatira o naninirahan sa isang partikular na area o lugar. At ayan ang population density. Now, what is a limiting factor? Limiting factor stops a population from continuously growing larger. Pinipigilan nito ang pagdami ng populasyon ng isang organismo. A population growth is limited by two general factors. Una, density-independent limiting factors, at ang pangalawa, the density-dependent limiting factors. Under the density-independent limiting factors are the natural disasters like flooding, earthquakes, and fires. It will definitely stop a population from growing, no matter how many organisms are living in a certain area. Same goes with the amount of sunlight it receives and the temperature of an area. Kapag mataas ang temperatura dahil sa global warming, it will definitely cause decrease in the population's number. Last is the human activities. It will also decrease the number of organisms in a population. Under naman sa density-dependent limiting factors, we will focus on carrying capacity. Carrying capacity is the maximum number of organisms that an environment can support. Kapag ang population ay dumami at naabot na ang bilang na kayang suportahan ng environment at wala ng pagkukunan ng pagkain, tirahan at tubig, it will cause a population to stop growing. Na-reach na niya ang kanyang carrying capacity. At ayan ang mga limiting factors. Before a population reaches a carrying capacity, it will experience a period of rapid growth. This period of growth is called exponential population growth. Sa period na ito ay maraming resources para sa mga organismo. At dahil dito, mas marami ang ipinanganganak kaysa sa namamatay. Sa picture, makikita ninyo na dahil unlimited ng resources ng pagkain, tirahan at tubig, ang exponential growth ay J-shaped curve. Kapag naman limited na ang resources dahil naabot na niya ang kanyang carrying capacity, it will exhibit logistic growth. The logistic growth results in S-shaped curve. At ayan ang exponential growth at logistic growth. Limiting factors that depend on population density. Number 1 is infectious diseases. Diseases and parasites spread faster in density populated area. Mas mabilis ang pagkalat ng sakit o pagkahawa-hawa kung populated ang isang area. Next is competition. Organisms with better adaptation to obtain resources will be able to reproduce more often. The third one is predation. When plenty of prey are available, predators will be able to eat sufficiently. Thus, they have energy to reproduce much. And lastly, the emigration. Emigration occurs when population approaches its carrying capacity. And individual organisms leave and go to a new area where they can find enough resources for survival and reproduction. Nangyayari ang emigration kapag malapit na ma-reach ang carrying capacity at ang individual ay nagnanais na lumipat sa isang lugar kung saan makakakuha siya ng sapat na resources para mag-survive at magparami. At iyan ang limiting factors that depend on population density. students, please bear in mind that humans are obliged to take responsibility in maintaining a clean and healthy state of an ecosystem. For your activity, answer the following questions. Number 1, what environmental issue would you choose to be your advocacy? Why this particular one? Question number 2, how would you use social media to bring more attention and awareness to your advocacy? Write your answer in a clean sheet of paper. Your output will be scored using the rubric below. That's all for today, class. I hope that you have learned a lot in our today's discussion. Always bear in your minds what is written in the picture. It says that we must protect our planet. It is our only home and provider. Again, thank you, class, and see you again next time. Bye!